Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Happy Sunday. This is episode number 246, the first episode of the day. Potential for a double upload later on tonight, depending on if I check back at 8 PM later on, see whether or not this one has managed to hit 4,000 thumbs up. Then I'll upload a second video. So keep showing that support. Thank you. We have a little bit of a deal on Sundays, don't we? That you fully hit that target and we give you the double upload. Subscribe as well to the channel if you're new around here and click the little notification bell. Just means you'll never miss an upload, really, doesn't it? So this is the team. This is the team which features 9 players which did not feature in last week's Weekend League. Yes, I have used Acuna and Hermoso before, and of course Essien and Ronaldo, but every single other player is literally brand new to the RTG. That's kind of nuts. So I didn't know what to expect going on into this Weekend League. Just thinking, you know, obviously brand new team, things could go horrifically wrong. And I realised that yes, I could switch my team to like that and only have one player, Benzema, off chemistry, but it would just cost me a whole bunch of coins in position modifiers. Oh, you don't really have any coins right now. So before we get into our first game of the Weekend League for this weekend, I need to show you how the team's going to line up. This is what I had envisaged with the squad. Carrasco and Coutinho as the cams. Benzema and Ronaldo up front. So whether or not it stays like that depends on who's performing well and whatnot. And then my defence, I planned on taking off Hermoso fairly early for someone like Luke Shaw or Kleiber or Bender, or, you know, someone like that. But we go into our first game. We come up against Moments Dalglish and a whole bunch of TOTS players. Genuinely just a nice, very, very solid meta squad. Turns out this was a good FIFA player as well. Well, as well as me being rusty as anything, because I've just played squad battles all week. And 2, I've got a load of new players in my team, and I have no idea how they perform. So I just didn't, I don't know, I was a bit rusty, bit not really awake when I was playing these games. I did manage to get the equaliser though after my opponent went 1-0 up. So 1-1, 32 minutes on the clock. This game could go either way at the moment. He ends up playing one of those crazy through balls into King Kenny Dalglish, who manages to put him 2-1 up. Can we get the 2-2 equaliser though? Well, Essien into Cristiano Ronaldo to Benzema. Benzema to Ronaldo. I mean, we get really lucky with the... I can't believe I've not shown you the goal there. How have we missed that? I mean, it literally bounces off the defender and then I smash it home. You get the picture, right? Anyway, into the second half we go. Look at this. Oh, William Carvalho, mate. What is that? Not off to a good start for the Portugueser. I'm not happy with that entire challenge. And that one, how's he missed that? Oh, God, have we made a massive error here? Bulking the team up front, and then probably weakening our defence, considering, like, compared to what we were using, like, the last couple of weeks, for sure. We had Mukiele, we had Bender, Kleiber, we've had all of those players the last couple of weeks. And at the moment, we've got Hermoso and a CDM in William Carvalho. Have I made a dramatic error there? We'll see. Anyway, so we lose the first game of the Weekend League. That does not get you... It does not get your motivation levels up, let me tell you. But we go 1-0 up in the next game. It is Red Carrasco to score the goal. He feels really good on the ball, by the way. Like, superb. He actually feels very, very good. And then my opponent quits. I don't know why, but it was 1-0 down after not very long in the first half. And then he's literally dashboarded his game or lost connection or something. But of course, being 1-0 up, luckily... I get the win, right? But yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks because a game that I figured I was probably going to win, I only get to play a little bit of it, and we go into another game and it's another crazy team. Ronaldinho, Kevin De Bruyne, loads of good Reds, and again, this guy was good. When we talk about the first 5 games of the Weekend League, I've mentioned to you before that it seems as though the matchmaking in that is completely and utterly random. The one thing that makes it slightly less random and that it's slightly more likely to face up against ever so slightly better opponents, I guess, or sweatier, you know, FIFA players, is if you play like early doors on a Friday, because a lot of a lot of the good players will go into the weekend league early doors to get it done so they can enjoy their weekend, their actual weekend in real life, you know, not playing FIFA. So I did that, and these were my first few games. For the last couple of weeks, it's actually been really good, you know, I've been like 5-0 and stuff. But yeah, this week is not going to be so much of that. It's going to be a lot more losses early on. Hopefully what that does is make it easier for me just for the rest of the weekend league. At least we can, you know, cross our fingers and hope that that's the case. Because this game goes from bad to worse. He was just better than me. I felt a little bit hard done by with a couple of chances that I missed, but I've got to put that down on me. And then if I'm not netting and my opponent's running through and scoring crazy goals, then what can I expect? I mean, that wasn't a crazy goal. That was him. That was just me in frustration scoring an own goal. But look at this. He actually does the lasty special against me. I've never had anyone score that against me. What the hell is going on? So, I lose 6-1 to someone who was just better. Simple as that. So I'm 1-2. Oh, God. And the only win we've had is someone rage quitting after like 20 minutes. Into the next game we go then. Another crazy team full of La Liga tots and Renato Sanchez, Garrincha. Nice squad. His defense is probably his... again, a little bit like mine. It'd be like the weakest area of the team. Ronaldo is able to just cut inside the box. Koundé gave him just a little bit too much space, and I was able to finish with the Portugueser. And Carrasco is then going to work his way in, knock it in to an on-running Lucas Vazquez, who manages to score his first goal of the game, or of the weekend league for me. Don't expect him to score much as a CDM though, do I? But nice to know that he can get on the score sheet. Very, very well-rounded card. Feels pretty good as well. I'm wondering whether I'm playing him in the wrong position, because I've come up against him a few times and he's been very, very good in the attacking positions for my opponents. And of course he scored for me in this game as well. I wonder if am I wasting him as a secondary CDM? Should he be further up the pitch? Potentially. Again, we'll have to just see how this weekend goes. You can bet your life, you could put money on it that I'm going to make team adjustments throughout this weekend league, because that is what I do. I do that a lot. Especially when I have money to work with and tradable players and stuff that I can buy and sell. Do you know what I mean? So one thing you haven't seen so far this episode is Benzema really scoring. That's worrying, isn't it? That is not a good sign. So that is why he was on the thumbnail of this video with like a should I sell him question mark type thing, because we need to talk about it. He scored the first goal of my weekend league, I think, and then hasn't scored since. And really, I just don't think he's very good. I think he's very good, but I don't think I'm very good at using a player like that. I think what you guys need to do is stop me whenever I go and try and buy someone who's going to be a little bit stiff up front. And that is like the likes of Harry Kane, the Benzemas, players that are like so high rated and look amazing. But like when I get them under control, it's just god awful, and I can't move with them because they don't have 5-star skills and 99 agility and like a lean body type and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm not absolutely loving Benzema. I have to admit, he's not really cutting it for me, and that sounds so stupid because he should be one of the best strikers on the game. I'm sure he is for a lot of you. I just can't seem to use people like that. Anyway, this guy that I was playing against, this was the best opponent of the episode. Better than the guy that beat me 6-1. I've just got a feeling that this guy, I haven't checked afterwards on like FootWiz or anything. I just got a feeling he's close to top 200 if he isn't. Because he was just doing everything with such ease, making me look like the world's worst FIFA player. Everything he touched turned to gold. Like, Oblak, what are you doing? Like, I didn't even move Oblak or anything there, and he's like diving backwards when he should be diving sideways. I think I've been dealt a dodgy Oblak. I think that might be the medical condition that we've got going on in this episode. We've been dealt a dodgy Oblak. He's 96 rated, but I think 96% of the shots that get taken against him go in the back of the net. So I was livid after being... what am I now? Am I 2-3? I'm 2-3 in the weekend league. Guys, can you ever remember a time where I've been like that in the weekend league? I don't start like that. We normally get a far better start. So obviously something wasn't working, and I put that down to being William Carvalho and Hermoso. I really should have put it down to being Benzema as well. But I wanted to persevere with him a little bit longer because it's a card that I really want to use. I just can't seem to use it. So ever so slight adjustments to the squad already. Being the fact that I'm going to put Kleiber. I end up not using Kleiber. I end up putting Lars Bender in there because I think he's a slightly less ratty alternative. I know it's still ratty to use a fullback at centre-back, but I need all the help I can get, clearly. So we'll start with Puyol just for chemistry, but we'll bring him off straight away, and we'll put Lars Bender in instead of Kleiber. I might be bringing Kleiber on. However, the other thing that I was doing was bringing SEN down to centre-back like we talked about the other day. So SEN and Bender at centre-back and then bringing off Puyol for Vidal and putting Vidal back in the midfield alongside Lucas Vazquez, which sounds like a pretty good idea. I think you'll agree. So I might continue to do that for a little bit. Instead of just bringing on Kleiber to begin with, I could at least try and use someone slightly different, you know. He just is the best centre-back on the game, though, isn't he? That is... why is he the best centre-back on the game for me? Oh, man. Anyway, so I figured since we changed the team and I'd spent all the rest of my coins modifying Benzema up to striker, Ronaldo down to centre-mid, I swear I spend more coins on position modifiers than I actually earn from the weekend league. But... it changes the team around, and we do love a team change, don't we, around here? So the team is now looking, obviously, it's looking fantastic. It's time to head on in to what will be like the final game of the episode. I also had a bit of a kit clash in a couple of those games where I had a white kit and then that Vapor kit, which is sort of like, it's kind of teal, but it's also very, very light in game. So I made sure I changed that back to that icon kit now. So we're going to be rocking what we have done for the last couple of weeks. And of course, I've performed quite well in the last couple of weeks. I wonder if some of that was visual because I could see the kits really well and stuff. So we switched back to exactly what we were using. Come up against Team of the Year Lewandowski, flashback Coutinho, and Coutinho just literally walked past Puyol like he's not even there after 1 minute. So he is straight off. Get off my pitch. And I think maybe in this game I brought Kleiber on, but then... future games are going to do the whole SEN thing like I talked about. So 1-0 down after 1 minute. I mean, it couldn't get much worse, really, could it? So motivation levels are at an all-time low. I'm 2-3, about to be 2-4, with the best squad I've ever had. So I don't know what's happening. Ronaldo then takes the ball down with an amazing touch and scores a great half volley to get me the equaliser. And then Coutinho, well, my Coutinho apparently takes out his Coutinho. Maybe it's because his was wearing the correct number on the back of his shirt and mine says 17. I got it wrong. I thought Coutinho was 17. Apparently he was 14 and now 7. So I've just got it completely wrong, haven't I? But my opponent misses the penalty, which is a godsend. But he does end up getting through with Team of the Year Lewandowski right before half-time, literally in added time in the first half. And you never like to concede a goal then. You don't want to go a goal down just before the half-time. It doesn't motivate you, does it? You know, you're coming into the second half already losing. 60% possession for my opponent as well. Couldn't seem to keep the ball. So, second half, I think I brought Benzema off and I put Carrasco up front with Ronaldo. Just for a little bit of extra movement. Brought Neres on because he's so good. Carrasco steps up from the penalty that we earn and the goalkeeper saves it. That was always like, you know, potentially going to happen. So not too mad about that, but I was happier with the team, how it lined up in the second half. It felt so much better. Ronaldo ends up getting really lucky and getting the goal there. Like the way that bounced off the defender, I felt like that luck was going against me all episode, or, you know, all my session so far. So to have that go for me, I liked it. It gave me a little bit of motivation again to carry on. And at 2-2, I think we had the better of the game. Carrasco then knocks it into Ronaldo. Ronaldo bangs it home. I can actually go 3-2 up. I think I can actually win this game. And I do. I come away with the victory. So we can at least level it out. All right. I'm not ending the episode with a negative record. I'm ending it with a level record. It's like we've not started. 3-3, 0-0. Yeah, it is what it is. So 6 games under our belt for the weekend league. So far so bad, really, in all honesty. Zambrotta's been good. Bender's better than what I had been using at centre-back. Puyol comes off straight away. I think this might also be a problem. Acuna, I don't think he's up to scratch anymore compared to other fullbacks that I've used. Like Tagliafico, way better, I think. So Acuna might be an issue as well. How do we adjust that? Because I've got no coins to really work with. I might be able to figure it out. But, yeah, at the moment... He's definitely an area that I want to bring off as well. We'll talk about it later on tonight, because I will double upload tonight, because you guys will smash a like on the video and get 4,000 likes before I check it at 8 p.m. later on tonight, because you're great at showing your support and I love you for it. So thank you for that. And of course, don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. 505,000 subscribers we've got on the channel at the moment, which is awesome. And of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. What have we got? I've got 115.5k on Twitter, 42k on Insta. Come and be a part of all of that. I will catch you later on for an episode. Yeah, I'll see you then. We'll get some more games under our belt. Hopefully, get some more wins, because we desperately need them. Peace.